Hi guys, in this video we're going to run through how to cut a domestic key. So I'll just talk a little bit about this machine. This is the latest machine that's in all the Bunnings warehouse stores. It's an automatic machine. It's nice and easy to operate. We've got it sitting here in a Perspex cover, a Perspex case, sorry. And the idea of this is that it just offers the key cutting person a little bit more protection. Obviously when you're cutting a key, there's going to be small filings and that coming off, so you want to be doing it always with the lid down. Now some stores may not be able to fit this Perspex cover in, and if you don't have this Perspex cover in your store, then do make sure that you're always wearing your safety glasses. So we don't need those in this instance because we've got the cover here. Okay, so a domestic key. Now in this example what we're going to use is the test key. The test key sits in the cylinder here in the side of the Perspex cover, and it should always be here, and we'll talk a little bit about why, but it's a great key for a number of reasons to do some testing with and doing some training and practice with as well. So this key should always be sitting in there. So let's just in this instance say that this is the key that the customer has bought in and would like a copy of, and the LK1, which this is a very common, very popular key. Okay, so your customer has come in with this key. The first thing we need to do, of course, is select the right blank. So we go over to your key cutting board. Every store has this board here, and I'll just talk through how you can sort of quickly move to selection. Obviously there's normally keys hanging on here, but just for this purpose I've just got the key that we're going to cut. First two rows are automotive keys. So this is a domestic key. I've done a video for you on the cutting process for an automotive key, and it is slightly different, so I'd certainly encourage you to have a bit of a look at that as well. So here we go. So the first thing we do is that we go down to this easy key length guide, and this is that first bump there is called the shoulder of the key. So we line the shoulder of the key up there, and we see that the tip goes into the green in this example. So we know in this example, with the tip going into the green, that we select the key from this area here, this green area. So we don't have to bother about looking through any of the others. If the key tip was to, in this example as you see here, was to go into the blue, we'd know that we would only be selecting from the blue. So the next thing we do, we know it's in the green, is that we look at the key and we take a close look at it to see if there's any identifying marks or numbers on it. This one here, as I mentioned before, says LK1, a very common key. So we can go across here. It's obviously easy for me because I've got it sitting on the board. It's the only one, LK1. Underneath you'll see it's got another number there as well. So we take this off, LK1, we take a look at it. The head's the same, that's quite a good indicator. But very importantly, the length is the same, so we know that we're good there. The width is the other thing to check as well, and we can see that the width is the same. And the other thing importantly, profile. Now the profile of the key, if you have a close look there into the camera, you'll see it follows a bit of a line there on that front end, and that's called the profile. So you can see that they're the same there as well. So we know we've got the right blank. If you're running into any difficulty, and there are a lot of keys out there, this board covers the vast percentage of keys, and there's very few keys that you wouldn't be able to cut. Most of them are available on the board, but you may on occasion have a customer come in with a key that you're unable to find a blank for, but in most cases you'll be just fine. So if you're having some difficulty just identifying it the way I showed there, every store should have this. It's called a Ready Reckoner, and it's just a double-sided sheet with automotive and domestic keys on it. And it just gives you a little bit more information there with different key numbers from different manufacturers. So again, if you're looking at the key and it's got a number there that doesn't show up here, you can go to this sheet and you can have a check and have a look for more information there to find the right blank. So we've found our blank, so we can move over to the machine.